Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Are we ready for another night of coloring? Another stream of coloring. We are in the Discord chat for on air if anybody wants to come in and chat. Let's see, what am I doing now? I want to share a post that there. Grab that link. Close that, and we'll put Discord. There we go. There we go. Oh, we already got a lake. That's nice. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so it looks like we're ready to go, eh? Yeah, we did believe. Okay, so I'm gonna have to come back and do the Windows stuff here too. Helps when you do everything on the right layer. Yeah, ba da ba da ba da ba da ba do we do. Should we send Alpha the link just in case he wants to come in? Realizing, might not have realized it started, so. I know he says dependent on how tired or not tired he is too, so. It's alright if he doesn't come. But let's just. Hey Joshua, what happened to your Oh, nothing's really happened to my camera, I just don't have it on. Is that better? Oh, sorry for the fact that. There we go. Hey Tim, how are you? Oh, that's good. Okay. Trying to figure out which. Oh, okay, that is that walkway. Anything new? Oh yeah, and we since last I streamed, we are up to 15 backers and 607 Canadian dollars. A couple people have said that they are going to back, mostly likely at the digital level. So that's and maybe another $14. So, and 17 backers, so that's good. And I am, Tim, if you wanted to jump on, I am in my Discord on air, so. I don't know what we'll talk about, but. Oh, and the other problem is, plug this into the wrong thing. Want to hear anybody in Discord? There. Alpha could have came and gone in the Discord, and I would not have been the wiser. Because I didn't hear him. He'd say, Rick, why are you not paying attention to me? You're making me feel bad. No, Alpha wouldn't do that. He'd get in the chat and say, hey, I'm in the Discord. Why can't you hear me? Why are you responding to me in the Discord? Skibbity dibbity dibbity dabbity doo. Hey ho, hey ho, it's off to work we go. Do 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 do. Uh, did either of you guys check out my latest time lapse video that I put up this morning? Is that you, Alpha? Oh, hey Tim, how are you? Yeah. Well, I think you should know that you're always welcome. Just sometimes I haven't for a while been purposely getting into my Discord on air before chat, but I'm gonna start trying to. That way, if anybody wants to come on, they can. Yeah, and there's nobody here. I don't think anybody's hearing you either. Can't hear anyone else, so. No, Josh was saying it, and my thing, you're not coming over. So, you want to talk? See whether we get some audio from you on the just on my whatchamacallit here, OBS. Oh, that's just Facebook. No, let's. They should be able to hear you now. It went up the browser one, but so just talk for a sec. No,
Yeah,
just
I'm talking right now.
okay.
Hey.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that thing came up in the did on the OBS showing that you are talking, so that's good.
Okay.
So now they can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yes, yes, people. I'm back on Rick's show. Deal with it.
Question is, how scary is that you're back? He's
You don't like that
back.
I'm on you don't like that I'm on his show? Well, I got these nuts. Kidding, kidding.
You don't like the fact that he's on my show? Go make him rich and famous by making sure people order Zen and Odysseus on Amazon and Melvin, and all sorts of people buy it, and he gets super rich, and he has no time for us little people.
Yes, yes. Please make me super famous and rich that I become an unbearable ass.
Hey, Outcast.
Hey, Outcast, what's up, man? I don't know. This month was pretty good. I've sold at least what 4 books this month.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta get things situated so I can put those online, or maybe get RJ to get that done for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you won't have if you get in with him, then you won't have to crowdfund. The books will be available when people need them.
Well, I probably still crowdfund, because I do like having printing them up myself and being able to sell them at cons and being able to sell them through my website as well.
I think. All right.
But it is another way that people can get them, right? And there's
Right.
nothing wrong with that.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, you do you, boo boo.
And and maybe it's not so much my American audience or my
What about
world
your customer?
or my audience that is worldwide that is getting it directly from me. Maybe it's more my Canadian people because yeah, that shipping from Amazon is a heck of a lot cheaper than shipping from me.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, where's most of your audience though? Is it most of your audience in the States or is it in Canada?
Right now, yeah, most of it is in the States. But also crowdfunding. The reason I probably keep the crowdfunding is also it's a nice way to bring the experience to most people. And crowdfunding, you usually give a few extras or get people to get
Yeah, I can
extras.
see that. Yeah. I mean, like, was it Chris and Diana? They use it like kind of like a launching event, kind of
Yeah,
not really so much to raise money, but to kind of get people interested. It's like a pre-order.
yeah. And like say the card that I'm giving people, when we get to 650, right? I overprint that, and then I have that to sell at cons as well.
Yeah. Well, what I have to do is I have to order from RJ, and he'll send me like,
Yeah,
or if I can't, if I'm running out of time, I can just easily just order like old versions off Mixum.
yeah,
But because once you print through Mixum, you can just go back and just reorder anytime you want.
yeah. Uh,
I still got 30 copies of the Zen Odysseus Ash Can. I can sell it at Author Palooza.
yeah. Oh, I'm not sure what you did with them, but do you still sort of thinking about last time when you sent me the stuff? Um, do you still have any of the Vic King cover or Vic King stuff?
No.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say if you.
I still have like an original copy that was of 1 and 2 that was framed.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was
Well.
before was before we knew what was going on.
Yeah. Well, I don't really care, and just in fact, like if you had any extra copies of that, I'd say give me that because I think that'll be worth. I think that'll be worth money someday.
And worth money for all the wrong reasons.
Well, it'll be worth money because there's only so many of them, right? You from this point on, you're only going to be doing all the ones that don't have anything with him. So
Yeah, anything that's the real crime is that first original cover of Melvin One was dope as hell only because of the inking and coloring.
yeah. So like I figured I'd ask worst case scenario, which you said no, right?
Yeah. I made sure that anything that the King did was removed and buried.
Yeah.
And he's pretty much like the ET game cartridges, but his stuff is buried in the desert.
Yeah.
He was such a bad game that they buried all the remaining copies in the desert.
Or that's what they say, anyways.
No, they actually dug it up. People will start digging up old games and stuff that probably don't work anymore.
And yes, Outcast, this is Tim with me.
Yes, the one and only. The man, the myth, the legend. The madman of comic books. Is he crazy? Most likely, yes.
Yeah, that's all right. Crazy is good at times. Just as long as you can harness it in the right ways. Raise volume is very low, okay. He's loud for me.
Yeah, what's with the engineer on your show?
Do you have something on in the background or whatever? Because I'm hearing an echo, I think, from your end.
No, YouTube's muted, so
Because every time you speak, I double hear.
There's a fan going. Maybe you have YouTube on.
No, I don't.
That can't be me. Nope, that's not me.
Every time well, I don't think you would hear you. I was going to say, well, I wouldn't hear you. I don't hear myself, but when you speak, it's almost echoey.
Well, I can't. I don't know. Like I said, YouTube's muted, and it just is what it is, Rick.
Yeah. I was just thinking I'm not sure what it would be doing it, but okay, let's.
Oh. The only other thing I can think of is the fan.
Okay, so there. How is that, Outcast? Is the volume any better?
Mic 1, is this a lot of fun? Mic 1, checking the mic. Hello, syphilis.
You've got syphilis?
You've never seen Spinal Tap. God dang it, Rick. Oh, no,
Actually, I haven't, but even if I had, I probably would have said what I said, just mess with you.
Yeah, I get it. Isn't that cute?
I can be as incredulous as you at times. Maybe more so.
I see. Fair enough. So what are we working on today, Rick?
Well, I am coloring up the background of panel 3, I think, of page 10 of Canadian Shield 3.
Nice.
Oh, panel 4, sorry. I gotta re-put Canadian Shield in there. The way he had him was just not right. So
Really?
I took him out and been coloring the background for something to do. I want to put them in off screen. I've got to do it. I'm also coloring another page off screen, so.
I see. The page 27 is almost done, so that leaves probably 16. Like, well, yeah, a good chunk of the book. There's 17 pages left to do. Probably 16 pages.
Okay, well that's good. Because you said it's supposed to be what, 40 some odd pages? 44?
40, 44 pages. Yeah. So there's that. And I've been promoting Zeno DCS pretty heavily every chance I get.
Yeah. Well, heck, last week on John and Quarter. You were there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was
Okay.
and I was there. I did my drawing and that's what I got.
I really. What?
No, go ahead.
I really like the Cracker Barrel drawing they did.
Oh yeah.
Have you been watching? What was it? There's this guy who does like these short AI cartoons, and one's called it's Imaho Tribe Vlogs,
No, I don't think I have.
and he's got this character. What's her name? Her name's Spreading Eagle, and she goes, I don't like what they did to Cracker Barrel, and then the panel. Then it goes to renaming. Her creator has a better idea for Cracker Barrel, and so it was renamed Honky Bucket. Mm. Yeah, you gotta watch some of those AI cartoons. They're pretty funny. Was it they did one about BLM, but it was beads, loot, and mansions.
Okay.
Pretty funny. I mean, like you could tell, like the AR cartoons are not really like
Creative?
they have their well no they have their problems, like when they punch somebody it doesn't look like they really punched somebody, or like somebody will do something weird in the background for no reason, but I don't know, for some reason it's just like okay.
Yeah, that's because AI, as much as I'm using it a little bit for the tool that it is.
It's
It
okay to play with.
it has a mind of its own,
Yeah.
and somehow it doesn't understand real English.
Oh yeah, some words come out funny.
Well, it's not only that. Like, you tell it exactly what you want it to do in somewhat plain English, and like have a character running forwards towards the screen or something like that, and it's running backwards away from the screen.
Right. It gets confused.
Or
But like I said,
go ahead.
and I was gonna say it's fun to play with, but it just should never ever replace real art.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like for the Canadian Shield, I give it reference for the Canadian Shield, right? The turnaround, and it wants to give Canadian Shield Batman ears, and then it also wants.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, but I've done a lot more with it where it does that, and then it also wants to take off, like the full part, the mouth section of the full face mask.
Or it also gave it a mouth where the mask is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it's just like doesn't understand certain concepts.
It's still fun to play. Like there's stuff like
Oh,
the fight scenes where he's fighting Toxico. Like what happens? Like something happens where like some like white foam sprays out for no reason out of nowhere. What is it?
yeah. Which are you talking in the actual video?
Yeah,
Video?
the actual
Oh,
video. And also he has a mouth for a split second over his mask.
yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't know what happened with the phone thing. I forget even.
It's
I'd have to relook
it's
at it.
still it's still a good video that everybody loves it, even though it has those
Yeah,
small glitches.
there's flaws with it for sure. And the thing is, like I could have kept going, but I was a little rushed. I didn't have a lot more credits left, and I wanted to get it out. So I used what I could. And like if you watch the 7-part series that I made showing all the videos, well, the videos I did use are in it. Um, some of them because some of them were cut, but I show all the videos that I use, all the videos that I got while trying to do this, plus, plus the ones that were actually in. They were all slowed down for regular speed, and they were all showing the full clips because some of the ones I put in, I cut the clip. At like 2 seconds or 3.5 seconds
I get you.
because it showed stuff I didn't want, and I could use the first, you know, 2 seconds of the clip.
Yeah. Oh, also I've been cutting up my Xenodicius into like comic strips.
Oh yeah, we.
Yeah,
Oh
I'll screenshot like half a like the top half of the page, and then print it as a and then post it as a comic online comic strip.
yeah, are you using webtoons for that or?
No, no, just
Yeah,
screenshotting the top half and then posting it on X.
yeah. Well, yeah. I think you have a webtoons, right?
I did. I didn't use it very well. It was just like this isn't happening for me. Maybe later, maybe some other time if I can kind of kind of do it correctly or something.
Yeah. Well, what I was gonna suggest is also put those clips, those Xenodicius ones, up on there.
Up on there.
Yeah,
Uh,
webtoons. It's up to you.
well, maybe one day I'll give it. I just they have a particular audience.
Yeah, yeah. There's definitely different audience. It's just more putting in the format that they're used to, and that's somewhat the hard part. Reformatting it
So
for.
you still using your webtoon?
I haven't used it in a while either. Um,
I
is it?
mean, even John tried it. It didn't. Yeah, it didn't pan out like I thought it would.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you got to give it. Unfortunately, you got to give it time. I got a bunch of stuff up on there,
True. Yeah, true. I should probably give it more of a chance, but
but yeah,
I'm I'm a
but I get you. You're only one person. You can only do so much at a time, too.
yeah, yeah.
And
Outcast or something else should like pop on here too and have all the fun.
yeah. Hey, good night, Spoon. How are you? Oh, yeah, I told you in the text that I am crowdfunding Canadian Shield #3. It was good to hear back from you. Hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully your anxiety's not too out of control. Hey, Mike. Mike's dropping a link. Or not link. He's just saying, hey, Rick, liked and shared the live stream earlier. Now dropping in to say hi. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Overworked and underpaid. How are you? Uh, Unfortunately, I can't say I'm overworked, and I'm paid decent, but I'm underworked And I guess I'm paid enough. I think they got the right meds. Oh, that's good. And I got Tim on here right now with me.
Yep.
Tim Timothy, Tim Timothy, Tim Tim. And there's an ash can that's going to be coming with 4-page ash can that's going to be coming with
Oh yeah, the one that Alpha Proto was doing.
yeah.
Yeah, that looks boss. Oh, that looks tits right there, man.
And that's the great thing. Alpha Proto will be doing Canadian Shield 4 too.
All right. So that should be different. That should be cool.
Yeah.
I should have a new ash can, a new Zen Odysseus ash can coming out. That's what I do is I do them in ash cans, and then I put them together. I might be doing that with Melon too, just like do a little ash can set and then like put them together as a book. And the ash cans I'd sell at conventions or events or something, or hand out.
Yeah. But yeah, otherwise, well, Canadian Shield could be doing better for the crowdfunding, but other than that, yeah, I'm going good.
I think you're doing bad.
Is that
You think you plateaued? Do you think you plateaued in growth for your character?
Well, no. Like I've gotten on a bunch of I've gone on a bunch of new shows this time around. Some have the same audience, some have new audience. Everybody loves that song.
Right, everybody does. I saw that. There was
Oh yeah.
You know what really annoyed me about the show though is out of nowhere, it was never mentioned. It was never bought. They just started making fun of the Rippaverse for no reason.
Where's that?
Oh, the show you were on? It was the CG Church or something. Or was the Dawn's show.
Oh,
It was just like out of nowhere. So I kept making jokes like, "Oh, hey, Rippaverse got some free advertisement." It's just like, dude, guys, quit talk. If you don't like his stuff, quit talking about him. It's stupid.
yeah.
And after that, I eventually just stopped watching. No offense, but it's just like, dude, seriously, it gets, I don't know what it is. It's just like, so he's another creator making a book that you don't necessarily care for.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he seems to be beating EBS at his own game. So, I'm sorry, your Lord and Savior is, struggling. It's not Eric's fault that that's happening. I don't know. It irritates me. It's like, dude, come on. If he's not that big. If Eric's not that big of a deal, then why are you guys so butthurt about him? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Good Night Spoon says, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to check out that thing you asked about. Me or Good Night Spoon? Joshua. When were you able to access your Cult of Raven email? It's likely a lost cause, as I haven't changed my number since then. Okay, so I'm just gonna put up my promo for not Alpha Proto. Good Night Spoon to see. He hasn't seen the thing, and hopefully we have that. Okay, here we go. Oh. Hopefully we have it.
A man being transported through time by God. An angel appears telling him put on a nearby suit. And after that he must must travel south. The suit on he is endowed with incredible powers. Canadian shield with the power of strength. Canadian shield with the power of speed. Canadian shield with the power of flight. Canadian shield with many more powers. Will fight the evil that comes his way and help those he can in need. Another man wanting end his life. Canadian shield saves him in the nick of time. Now he lets the man know reasons to live. With this the man goes on to live many more days. Canadian shield with the power of strength. Canadian shield with the power of speed. Canadian shield with the power of flight. Canadian shield with many more powers. Will fight the evil that comes his way and help those he can in need. A villain appears and threatens many. Canadian shield rush to the scene. A battle ensues and blows are traded. The Canadian shield wins and many are saved. Canadian shield with the power of strength. Canadian shield with the power of speed. Canadian shield with the power of flight. Canadian shield with many more powers. Will fight the evil that comes his way and help those he can in need.
Shield. The Canadian shield. Yeah. With many more powers.
Canadian shield with the power of strength. Canadian shield with the power of speed. Canadian shield with the power of flight. And many more Canadian shield with many more powers. And I'm singing it totally wrong. But at least they can hear us now too.
The beat's infectious. It's like an earworm. It burrows into your brain.
So Good Night Spoon, what did you think of that? Did you like it? Hey, Raggedy Man, how are you? Long time no see. Hopefully in the next couple of books that I put out, I can get you to do some coloring. Hey, Fitzchoso. That archetype is called the Flying Brick, I believe. What archetype?
Flying brick? Manga, that archetype is called the Powerhouse. Which I've been studying different tropes and archetypes that are prevalent in manga, trying to incorporate them into what I do.
Good Night Spoon says, I refrain from commenting on AI matters. Well, okay. First of all, yes, all the clips are AI, but they actually came from images I gave it of my character, or my characters, and I actually wrote the lyrics to the song.
I mean, if you wanted them to have an original video, you could just step up and make them one for him for his campaign. I believe I made myself clear on that matter.
Super strength and flight. Oh. Yeah, but he has more than super strength and flight.
Your Honor, I didn't hit him with the brick. Didn't hit him. It was the super strength and the flight. What's a skunk?
And then there's the super speed. SDP dupe. There's Raggedy Man, but it still evaporates an Olympic-sized swimming pool worth of water to make. Oh yeah, it definitely. I have a series of 6 videos showing the the making of it, if you will. 7 videos showing the making of it. Basically,
I think AI generates like really generic sounding music just so anyone they can avoid you can avoid copyright claims on your videos.
yeah. Well, you can tell it a style or that. Actually, I went and got it to do, and I haven't played them, but I did various decades cartoon theme songs, like 90s cartoon theme song.
So you can't type anything specific because I've tried like you type in like I want it to sound like Iron Maiden or something like that. And
Yeah.
it's like I'm sorry, this is copyright protected. We cannot generate that sound. So certain programs will not let you do that. Yeah. Hey, got the whole walking into the church thing, down.
Yeah. Let's see. Joshua says it was probably a pre-made tune that the AI applies to all lyrics. Yep, possibly, or something similar. Flitz here, and he says, so it can avoid copyright. Laugh out loud. I am AO. Even. And then you replied to him, yes, Flit.
Yeah, you can't make it sound like you can't make it have like Ozzy Osbourne vocals because that's I guess protected. That
Yeah.
I don't know, Flip. I have no idea about that. I just know that out of curiosity, I typed a band name or something and it said it couldn't do it. So it's an L. Apparently, it's an L. I don't know. No skin off my sack.
Not that that's anything we want to know about.
Damn it, Rick. Shut up.
Wait, shut up. I'll have a very boring show. You might have to carry the whole thing.
I don't think they want that. So Alpha Pro is going to be drawing Canadian Shield 4, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool. Who's the villain in Canadian Shield 4?
The villain isn't all that real threatening. His name's Frogger. He is really, that guy's going to be more of a joke villain. But so
Frogger. He commits crimes by jumping across the road and avoiding traffic.
no, he's a guy that got he's a French chef that got that got mutated by eating some genetically altered frog legs.
Oh no.
And now he's out for revenge. He's trying to find out who sent these genetically altered frog legs to his restaurant. And, well, he ends up running into Canadian Shield in the process. Let's see. Good news. When the phone is allegedly taking a charge, it's not turning on. I'll let you know if I was able to get into the account next week. Joshua's okay. Well, I'll be on here more than next week. I'm going to be on tomorrow night at 6. Then I'll probably be over on Hero Shack's channel for a bit. And then I might be on Omar's again tomorrow night because it might be a bit of a different audience. It's a little less family friendly. But all right.
A program you're gonna be on?
Omar Glitch. I forget what he.
I see.
And then. Oh, I'm just saying probably I'll be on it. And then, of course, we'll actually have the silhouette game again this week, finally. We've
I gotta get back into that and secure my dominance.
And that is this week. It's going to be 80s wrestlers.
80s wrestlers?
Yeah.
I'll probably pick all the popular ones too, so that's in the bag.
And then what's after 80s wrestling? Well, I think I had picked. Well, I'm trying to get together one for just near the end. Ghosts, various ghosts in comics and cartoons.
What was that program you use for making AI music?
Suno.
Okay. Hold on. I know I tried one time and it told me something about like I cannot get Suno.
Yeah,
Suno.
Suno.
Dang nabbit.
Suno.com.
Yep.
You got it?
I'm logging in right now.
For those that would like it, there's a link to it in the chat. Perfect. Also ask the company where it gets its training data. Also, AI models and AI companies lie all the time. Flit says LMAO Suno is trained on copyright music. Well, he's not saying he used that one before when it said that, so.
Yeah, I'm just saying what it said when I typed in an actual group of or something. I don't know. So I mean, I'm just going by
your one or two experiences with it.
Yep.
And not necessarily the program that I use. Probably forget the program.
I don't know. Well, I think it was.
And then they've actually changed some too over the last little while.
You don't have. An error has a cue. So I typed in Metallica and it says I hit create, and it says an error occurred. You don't have access to this model. Well, I can't use it, I guess.
Well, that might just mean the fact you need a paid subscription to use them.
I have 540 credits.
Well, that you might need, but or have. I'm not denying that you got credits, but you can get a subscription to this thing, and that'll give you so many credits per month, and you can use them. And maybe if you're using getting the subscription, it might allow you access to stuff like that. Tim said the AI model you used wasn't trained on copyright music. I'm asking him to prove it. No, I don't think he said. Did you? I don't think you said that. You just said you.
No, I don't think I made myself clear. I said when I typed in like an actual group, it said that it couldn't do that, and that was months ago. I don't know if it does now. I'm just going by what I saw with my own eyes.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, because I didn't remember you saying anything about training because I don't think about what it's trained on myself.
That's yeah. I don't know. I think I meant my guess is that it was, but I could be wrong. So.
Let's see. Okay.
Oh yeah, see that makes sense. He says AI models simply won't output content that might get them sued for copyright infringement because discovery process would prove they illegally trained their Okay, yeah, see, you know, that makes sense. I'm not a computer programmer. I don't know shit about it at all about that stuff. So.
Fitzgerald says I'm currently exporting yet another XCOM or com video. What is? I forget. You probably told me. What is an XCOM video? Fitzchozo, and then Joshua says I thought he said you wouldn't let him make certain types of music because of copyright. Yeah, that's more what he said. And I've got, and Fitzgerald says because you sort of replied to Flip's message already there. Fitzgerald says I got almost 30 of these videos of me playing XCOM. Okay, cool.
Well, maybe what I meant to say is that I assume it didn't do that, but I might be wrong. So that's probably why I misspoke.
And he does that often. It's Tim.
No, people just misunderstand me. That's all.
Well, that too. You misspeak and then people misunderstand you.
Geniuses often are.
If 10 people watched all the way through each of the videos in my Commander Fitzgerald playlist, I would be monetized by now. Do you have over 500 subs? Fitzgerald, I forget. And if a lot of people watch through a bunch of my stuff, I'd be monetized by now too. Because you need 3,000 hours within a year. Yeah, you need 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours within a year to get monetized. And that's on the low level. That's just where you can get super chats, super stickers, and you can create a membership to your thing so people can pay $5 a month to get special content. And then there's the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which then allows you to get ads.
I had a joke there, but I was like, nah.
Something about AIDS instead of ads. Is that like AIDS ads?
Get out of my brain. How'd you know?
Just because the words are so similar. Ads and AIDS, those. Just stick an I between the A and the D.
And just like AIDS, you can spread them everywhere.
Okay, so there is that panel actually, well, except for putting the Canadian shield in there. Keep in mind, most of my videos either get 1 or 0 views. Hey, I've had those times, like, if you look, well, I know you probably can't look, but, like, a lot of some of my stuff has got 0 views before. Let's see. Content. Uh, Views. I have like what's this? 4 videos with 0. Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 with just 0 views, and then there's probably a lot with 1. That's just for my videos. Let's see what my lives are like. High Noon with Cross Comics Season 4, Episode 42, done January 31st, 2022. It doesn't show even the 0 or the likes. It says process will begin shortly. Is that not? I don't think that one's even process. It was alive, but so
What I am thinking of doing, you remember those vinyl figures that Marvel had, of, like Wolverine, Captain America, or the Punisher? They didn't move or anything. They just, but they were small enough you could put them on your desk or something. I was thinking about going to the library in Caldwell, Idaho, as a 3D printer. If you fill out a form, you can have like figurines made up. You have to have the file to be able to do that. So.
well, yeah, that's an idea. Like I haven't completely done it, but oh well, I've done the one. Just getting the file that's what costs a lot, and then is Rick wearing a Cyclopean shirt? Yes, I'm wearing a great Cyclopean shirt from Hero Shack. Tim says yes, he is. Curious that he's not wearing a Melvin shirt. I don't think Melvin has any shirts.
I said that once those shirts are made up, we will force you to wear them.
Yeah, but you don't have any.
Assimilated into the Melvin regime.
Melvin Funko Pop when?
That'd be dope as hell, but.
Well, we know that. Well, you might not know who this is, but we do know who. There is a Skunk Girl Funko Pop that Manny himself made.
Who?
Good Dog Press. Probably after he was before you were around, I think. He was somebody that was here a lot. actually helped inspired him to start do his own stuff and all that. So, and then well, he's actually quit. He actually had a character called Skunk Girl. It was actually pretty good. Canadian Shield was actually on the cover of that before thing, and I've tried to contact him to get a copy, but because at the time I was going through something and I couldn't get the book. I wanted to get the book.
You know what'd be funny though? You remember Masters of the Universe where they had this character called Skunkor?
Yeah, Stinkor.
Stinkor, yes. And they made the plastic with patchouli oil, so it would have a smell to it.
Okay.
My thought would be if he did another one, he should have it like sprayed with like patchouli oil so it stinks.
Uh,
Because it's
I forget exactly what her powers were. If it's so yes, Skunk Girl. I think she had some sort of spray gun, or I'm not sure what it was exactly. It's been a while.
peed into a gun and she'd spray people with her urine. Got it.
No. One day Melvin Pump. Just because Melvin shirt doesn't exist yet is no reason for Rick not to be wearing one.
Why not a Melvin bootleg shirt? You should totally make one so you can wear it.
A Smelvin shirt.
A Smelvin shirt.
You know, my joke name for your Melvin, your Melvin?
Yeah. So,
Smelvin?
you and your Canadian shill. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, the Canadian shill. Hey, that sounds better than Smelvin.
No, it doesn't.
He shills.
Shut up, Rick.
He shills for you. He shills for me. He shills for everyone. He's the Canadian shill. Smelvin.
If she's human, if it's Jozo, how what's she gonna do? Take a fart in the gun and just fire farts at people? Think about it.
Well, I forget exactly how her powers worked or whatever. So, actually,
Best part is they can't criticize him for a book like that. They go, "Your book stinks." Exactly.
Flit says we're 3 comments away from reviving the discussion about the origin of artificial.
Oh no. An artificial vanilla.
Is that like Melly Vanilli?
Is that like a clone of Vanilla Ice? Oh no, it's artificial vanilla.
Joshua says memory unlocked. Joshua might know a little bit, remember a little about Skunk Girl. He was around then. Actually, I thought Flit was around then too.
I must have just missed.
Actually, I've got a video of me drawing Skunk Girl. Beaver butts. Hey, Raggedy. Raggedy would remember Skunk Girl too. He was around then too.
Back in the good old days when we thought we were part of a movement or something.
Yeah, Comic Skate is definitely no. I wouldn't call it a movement. I'm not sure what it was called.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't even know if it ever really was. But you know what? God bless those who keep it in their own way, you know? I don't think the rest of us can do that. What I'm saying is Canadian Shield today, Canadian Shield tomorrow, Canadian Shield forever.
Yeah, like yeah, definitely 6 years ago. Daily live drawing of the unbreathable skunk girl. And then I have the unbreathable skunk girl time lapse.
Oh, that's just hurtful, Joshua. That's just hurtful.
Those are both from 2019, May 25th, 2019, and July 5th, 2019. And then I've got the one picture that Manny doesn't like. Skunk girl taking a bath in tomato juice. He says it looks like blood. I might have two. I'm not sure whether he put my fan art in the back or not. Joshua was back in the good old days before Timothy showed up. Raggedy, Raggedy says, I've got work in Skunk Girl. Cool. I think my stick.
I mean, I could say back in the good old days before I knew that Joshua even existed.
Joshua then says, I think my stick figure troll fan art made it into the book. Oblada. There are so many characters on the cover of the Skunk Girl book. Yes, there is.
Well, you know, and then again, there's also been so many people making so many books that sometimes you can't keep track of one of them.
Yeah. No. Fitzchozo says no. Tomato juice does not cure skunk spray. You actually need to bathe in hydrogen peroxide. Well, most people think about the tomato juice, so I did it as a.
Yes.
Oh, D-Law.
Comprehension is a little off.
Well, I just expanded on the oblada, odila, oblidila. I don't.
Odilali. Laylee? Oh, it doesn't matter. What does matter is the rest of it says there are so many characters on the cover of Skunk Girl book. That's the important thing.
Yes, Smelvin could have got on that cover if you were around there.
Yes, how was I supposed to know?
Well, what were you doing back in 2019 anyways?
Let's see. I had just heard about Jawbreakers. I had a book on that was like on demand that I had on demand that was Pay on Demand, and it was like it was the original Melvin story, and I had drawn and written it, very amateurish. Not as good as I am now. And all I did was take kind of the bare bones of the original story and rework it into a full-length comic book. Learning as I go, of course.
Of course, I've seen Robin Hood. I've seen various versions of it too. Joshua.
I'm here to stay, Joshua. Learn to live with it. Love it. Deal with it. Suffer.
Oblada, oblada. Nita, where are they now? Type retrospective for all the characters on the cover. Like, how many of those characters' books ever got made? Well, the Canadian Shield got made.
Yep.
I I forget who
Deal
all.
with it.
I
Deal with
forget.
it, motherfuckers. Oh, sorry.
Uh,
I forgot for old times.
that would say you forgot on purpose. And if you're forgetting on purpose, well, I guess you you're not forgetting. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Uh, which Robin Hood? I know there's the. I know the one that I probably remember the most for Robin Hood. Probably back Robin Hood series. I think it's from the 50s or maybe before, or it could be 60s. Robin Hood. No, I don't know. Robin Hood, marching through the glen. Robin Hood, and his band. I forget the lyrics, but that's sort of the right tune. Oh, the furry one. Oh, the Disney one. I think it was Disney.
Oh, Disney's okay. Back
Yeah,
when they still made their own stuff.
I remember that one. And I know there was some songs in it, but I don't remember them.
Isn't it sad that Disney doesn't make their own stuff anymore?
A little, yeah. Well, I think they probably make some of their own stuff.
Nah. They went from being like one of the best animated animators around to being what they are now. The ruiners of people's fandoms.
Joshua is saying wow about something.
Oh, I'm sure he'll tell us.
Especially with me saying that. Disney never made their own stuff unless you count Tron. Oh, well, they had their own animators.
Yeah.
When they
I'm talking,
first.
about I'm talking about the cartoons they used to make back in the day. They, like, so yeah, they did make their own stuff in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, I know when I went to Disney World back in like 90, I think it was, they showed us one of the I'm pretty sure they showed us one of the offices where the people were working on the stuff.
Yep. Well, back in the day, it was like Warner Brothers, because of Looney Tunes, and then Disney were like kind of like the best animators around. And then you had, Hanna-Barbera, which was cookie cutter crap. And
Hey, Yogi Bear was not cookie cutter. It was very good.
what?
It was very good.
Oh, you're trying to do okay. Anyway,
Hey, boo boo, let's go get our picnic basket. We need Ranger Smith out of the way.
you're kind of breaking up.
Uh,
I always did like gangsta Yogi. Hey, boo boo, let's go pop a cap in the Ranger's ass. The Ranger's a bitch, Yogi. Good times.
Fitzgerald says public domain is how Disney made all their old movies. Well, when did copyright stuff like that stuff come into effect? When did stuff?
Okay, so yeah. They did their own version of like Snow White or
Yeah, all the fairy tales.
That doesn't mean they didn't make their own stuff. It was their own version. They didn't go. Oh heavens no! They didn't go by the actual what happened. I mean, the original like Cinderella, they had like the jealous stepsisters would cut off pieces of their foot to fit the slipper for crying out loud. Oh yeah.
Uh, Copyright came into effect in the 1800s.
And the story and the movies they made of stories that were older than the 1800s. So you were
Well, technically they would have been public domain, but there wasn't even a chance of them being copyrighted beforehand.
yeah. My point is, yeah, okay, classic fairy tales they made into movies. That their version of the fairy tale is copywritten. So henceforth, you're wrong.
Well, he's right, but he's wrong because anybody can go make a Snow White movie. You just can't make it Disney's Snow White.
Yeah, yeah, you can't do it the same.
Anybody can go make a Cinderella movie. Again, you can't make it the same Cinderella. Of course, there's going to be a lot of stuff in the story that's the same because, you're going from the same pool.
Most likely, they got permission to do their own variation of Alice in Wonderland, which was not the same as the one in the book Fizchozo. So again, you know how many different variations of Alice in Wonderland there are?
Okay, so according to this one website, on May 31st, 1790, the first copyright law is enacted under the United States Constitution. So,
And what I meant by making their own stuff, they animated their own stuff. They colored it, painted it, whatever, animated it, added voices to it, etc., and then put it out there as a Disney movie. That's what I mean. And it wasn't like a property like Star Wars that they bought and made Star Wars, and it was Lucas Sound, whatever.
hey, Herman, how are you? Popping in for a few minutes before I start editing chapter 20. Awesome. Flit says American McGee's Alice is the only non-canon version I recognize. Okay, I have no.
There's a particular version that Flip likes the most. you know. So how many chapters you making in your book there, Herman?
We got to get you on soon again and talk about all your new books, Herman.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Herman's the guy that got me on the drawn and quartered fan edition.
Yeah.
I think he's like the guy to go through.
Yeah. Same here. I let him know that I wanted to be on. He scheduled us. He makes the schedule. This week it's Metal Gear Solid for 3, or Metal Gear Solid for 3. I'm not sure.
Oh, you never have an idea of how many chapters?
Well, he probably writes it. He doesn't know where each chapter is going to begin or end, and how long the story is going to be. Sometimes you end up writing more than what you think. Just ask Chris.
Oh, he thinks 50, so he's like possibly halfway through. Which other people jump on and we could have a proper discussion.
Yeah, well, it's
Who amongst you has the stones that to come on here? Yeah, I said it.
Uh, I should be chapter 30 by the end of the week. Oh, that's good. But
Nice.
eventually, well, as long I just got to start making sure I'm in the Discord chat. Letting people know, putting the link out there, or the link, or letting people know about the shows on. Like I think you came so fast this time because I put a link in the Misfits DM group, right?
I believe so.
So
I
you,
believe so.
so that got you to the chat, and then said, "Hey, you want to come on?"
Yeah. I was like, all right, what the hell? Why the hell not? Why the hell not?
So it's just getting. I think. Well, I'm not sure whether you know or remember. I used to have a lot of people on all the time.
Yeah, you need to start getting more people back. What's his name? He did the artwork for Florida Man.
Oh, Todd. Well, Rooney.
Yeah. Well, I chatted to him a bit one time. He's still working on stuff.
Yeah. Actually, the one time that I had him and Risey on. They got into it. Oh man, that was the most drama I ever had on my channel.
Are you talking worse than when him and I were arguing about stuff?
I think so. I actually had
Wow.
I actually had to mute both of them.
Well, I mean, Risey kind of just goes off on everybody like a crazy person.
Yeah. But Todd was just as bad in this case. I had to mute both of them and tell them, hey, cut it out. We don't want that here. And there was more. I said more to them than that, but that's the gist of it. And then after we were off air, they got into it again. And I just let them go. We're off air. I don't care.
There was
But,
there was Joshua, addressing Joshua. There was a straight to VHS version of Snow White that was a horror movie. It had Sigourney Weaver and Sam Neill in it.
oh heck, what's it? There's a guy that in our independent comic community that since Winnie the Pooh has become public domain, he's taken him and put him into his book as like a vampire hunter or monster hunter or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. I don't know. Sigourney Weaver was evil, more evil than any like with his stepmom that you could imagine. I mean, we're talking about damn right satanic.
Can we get a cross comics guess? Where are they now? Type retrospect.
That'd be cool. You should totally do that.
Yeah, like I'd have to go over all my stuff to see who all my guests were, or the major guests. Like we have Manny, Dillard, Tank Ferret.
Well, I make the list because I mean, like, Wiggle was doing a burning of like CG books, and he failed to include my books, and I feel left out and hurt.
Todd Mulrooney, Ricey, Gary Shipman. Oh, that's something else too, guys. Gary Shipman is actually crowdfunding right now. I forget what. I think Indiegogo. Titan #10. Brandon Scott. Did Bob the Popio ever come on? I'm not sure. I know he's in the chat, but
See, like I said, Wiggle had this bonfire he did of like a bunch of books, and I'm disappointed that I didn't make the list. I mean, are my books not burn worthy? I mean, what's wrong with the list?
well, the question is why why was he burning them?
I don't know.
Well, you got to consider why he's burning them. If he's burning them because He could have been burning them because they were crap books. Do you want your book to be in that list?
Why not? Are my books not burn worthy?
Okay, you want him to say that your book is crap?
No, I just thought it'd be funny to be included.
Yeah, well, included happens to you got to have a good reason to be included. Like I wouldn't want him burning the Canadian Shield if he doesn't burn the Canadian Shield, that means he doesn't think it's why he was burning them. He thought they were crap. It means he doesn't.
I'm not being serious about it. I'm just saying that I make books because it's fun to make them. So if somebody burnt my books, if somebody burns your books, you go, okay, you already spent the money for them, so cool.
Yeah, well, if somebody burned my book, ultimately I wouldn't care. But at the same time, if they're burning it because they think it's a shit book, I don't really want them to be burning my book in that case. Because it would mean that they thought my book was decent or good or whatever. That it wasn't a shit.
Once they buy that book, isn't it their right to do that?
Oh yeah, it's their right, but do I have to like it?
Probably not.
And that's my point is, yeah, I might not like it, but they can do whatever they want. Like you said, it's their book. They own it. It's not like I'm going to go to the...
I say that out of humor.
Yeah, I know. I'm just a little... I guess I'm too... I get where you're coming from in the humor aspect, but I guess I'm thinking from a different aspect.
You want to have fun. You want to take yourself too seriously.
Yeah, and like I said,
you definitely want to try to make the best book possible, but you also want to not take yourself that seriously. I mean, look at these professionals.
Yeah.
I think they're Renaissance artists, and they're not.
Yeah.
You're making a disposable medium that people enjoy and just kind of toss. You want to be entertaining. You don't want to be try to be avant-garde and be kind of a snotty little prick.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't take myself seriously, but like I honestly don't really want my books to be burned either. But if somebody does, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it because it's their book and it just means I have to improve or something like that, or it's for me. It would end up being a question of why did they burn the book. But I just would like to know that reason for just knowledge to make my product better or make myself better. But ultimately it's like, okay, you burned my book, like, yeah, I'm sad you did, but I ain't losing any sleep.
Now, how funny it is that for a comic book creator, hey, burn my book, god damn it.
Yeah.
What, am I not good enough for your bonfire?
Nope, you are not.
And then make it even funnier by leaning into the joke and make it like a badge of honor or something.
You're not good enough for my bonfire. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel sad. Sad and unwanted.
But it will mean that I read your book for the rest of my days and I'll sing its praises to everyone else.
Well, fine, be that way. You're stupid.
Oh, let's see. Flip said, do people engage in comic book drama ever ask themselves what life choices led me to this point? I don't think so.
I think it's more like you try to avoid it and then you find yourself in it again and you're like, God dang it. Every time it just sucks me back in. It's like a drug.
Yeah, but I don't think he means you engage in it maybe a little, but at the same time you don't. Yeah, yeah, you go say some stuff online, you say your opinion, and usually that's it, right?
Or make fun of them. Or
Yeah,
make fun of them via comic book.
yeah,
That's
but
that's kind of like that's content making right there.
yeah, but with the, I think what Flick could be talking about, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, is more the people that their whole life is just about getting online on Twitter and doing drama about comic books, you know, sort of like EVS.
Right. That's just
Or,
that's the more he does, the the lower down he goes. It's like he's it's kind of like somebody who I don't know how to explain it. It just seems like he's just kind of going down the tubes.
let's see, Flit says, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't mean observers. I mean people making 60 YouTube vids a day and spending 15 hours a day on Twitter arguing with people. Exactly. So he's basically confirming what I meant. He put in a few different words, and I think maybe he exaggerated slightly, but the point is there. Yeah, like I commented about it, if it comes up, and then it's on with my life. You're like, you're wrong. Sorry, I had to start it out to laugh out loud. Citation needed. Yeah. Na 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 na, says Tim. I know you are, but what am I? Okay. Now you're just not making your sense. No, you? Uh, no, you know. I know you, and you know me, and we know thee. Ba 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 da ba da 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 da.
And that'd be funny to do. Like start a fake argument with no context whatsoever,
Let's see.
and then and then see how many people join in.
You're like, no, you. Flip's like, no, you're back, no, you. Term was jerk. And then Flip falls asleep. And then Tim's like, I win, because you fell asleep. Na, 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 na.
He'll stream and then our buddies. That's like
Now we buddies.
yeah. That's every drama on the internet. It's you're a jerk. No, you're a jerk. You're stupid. You're stupid. Nah. Heel stream and then we're buddies again.
Well, not all of them, because, well, I think Mike and EVS made up for like 5 seconds, and then, now the.
You're right. You're right. Nah.
But they're no longer buddies.
I wouldn't even want to be friends with that jackass.
But no, well, I get you in a lot of ways with that, but we didn't know as much about EVS as we did back then or do now. So yeah, he was somewhat of an idiot back then, in my opinion, but not as much as he is now. Oh, he's probably. Well, now we know more of how much of an idiot he is. I
Maybe we're
think
the reason Flip fell asleep. Yeah, I think we're the reason he fell asleep. We started going down that dark path. What do you think?
oh, I think he's still awake. He's just faking it.
There's a joke there, but I don't know if I want to go down that.
Joshua says, imagine starting a fake war for fun. Nope, I can't be. I can't think of starting a fake war for fun.
I just think it'd be funny to start an argument online with no context and see how many people jump on for no reason.
Yeah, Flit says, Joshua getting political with his criticisms of world government.
It'd only be fun if both sides were armed with water balloons or paintball guns. It's funny watching your stream be like a few seconds behind when you're talking and no words are coming out.
Ah, that's the wrong color. It's the wrong color, mutter.
You shouldn't be like that, Rick. You shouldn't see color.
I don't live in a world of black and white. I see all sorts of color and all sorts of grays.
Don't be so racist.
I'm racist against the grays.
What did the Greys ever do to you?
They existed.
It's just it. Rick Piper hates gray aliens. He's a racist.
I didn't say gray aliens. I just said grays.
Oh, you hate the gays? Why? What do you hate the gays for? Homophobe?
Like Grey's Anatomy. Anybody named Gray?
I'm with Flip. We could easily solve all our problems if we made dueling legal again. And then the Undertakers would have a steady business again.
Hey, Alpha Proto, stop being gray bash. Stop all the gray bashing.
Yes, such a great foe.
I used to have, and I'm all against the people named Gray because I used to have a pastor with the last name of Gray, and he did me wrong. No.
Yes, Joshua, you're right. He is a grayist. A racist.
Grayest.
That's what I said. Racist.
Grayest. You said Rick is grayest.
That says gracist. Don't correct me.
And I'm not prejudiced. I hate everybody equally.
Wow. Wow.
That's a joke my dad used to say all the time. I liked it. So every so often I use it. I joke with it.
Was that superhero therapy sketch where it was Magneto and Charles Xavier? And Magneto says, and when he says old friend, he really means F you. And like Xavier looks at him and goes, I disagree with you, old friend.
Let's see. Flit says, I don't know. Rick being gray bashing and grayest might make me more inclined to back this book. Well, Flit, we do have the digital copy, which, um, means all I get is your email address. Yeah, sure, fundmycomic would get, financial
Yeah,
financial information, but so,
you should lean into it and just be like hateful towards all grays, and then maybe you'll get a new customer. Yeah, I hate them grays. Them grays suck.
yeah.
I'm Melvin. Issue 1-0-3 on Amazon.
See,
Stupid.
I hate just gray. That's why I always have color.
Yeah. Those grays really do suck. Now buy my books. Did it work?
I don't think so.
Damn it.
Then I'd alienate. If I did that, if I leaned into that, I'd alienate all the people who just want book in gray tones. Do I want to alienate all those gray tone people?
I don't know.
Would you want to eliminate a certain market of your customers? Although, technically my book automatically does, or almost automatically does because of being Christian. I think I need to hear Rico on gray bashing before I can make my decision now.
Oh, I see. He goes gray bashing and he gets customers, but when I do it, I get nothing.
Joshua says Rick is only performatively grayish for clout.
I mean, damn damn those grays. Now buy Melvin on Amazon. Eh? If you don't kill those grays, they'll anally probe everybody you care about.
Joshua said, I heard he has a gray girlfriend. And then Flit says, Alien 8? I don't know what the alien ate. What did he eat? Or she? It? What did it eat? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me, and I tell you, and you tell he, and thee, and me, baby, 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 baby.
Only one of us actually has gray aliens in their book. Is there no DCS on Amazon, full length book? Funny ass book.
You only have them at the moment. I could have them in the future. You never know.
Yeah, but mine are funny.
Yours are what?
Mine are funny.
Are you sure?
Yes, I do. I do know. I know that for a fact.
You know that for a fart?
No, for a fact.
The fart? For the fart part?
Okay. Okay then, buddy.
You know that for a Smelvin? So that's why Rick won't wear a Melvin shirt.
Because I'm a racist.
No.
He has a great alien girlfriend. I don't know.
No, because
I lost track of that.
because I'm
I lost track of this.
because I'm a grayist, and you have gray aliens.
Oh, right, 'cause my yeah, I see. I see. It's all coming to me.
Yeah, after it's explained.
Damn it, Rick.
So who's the smart one now?
Don't you get smarty with me. So you got what? How much of the percentage of the book done?
Well, all except 3 pages are actually drawn, and that's just because of the drawing tier. And unfortunately, not enough for color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two are in the middle being colored. I'm sorry, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I guess 13 pages to color in total.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, well, I gotta get on it, get more done.
How many issues till you do a trade?
Yeah, people keep asking me that. I'm not sure where I want to do the trade. Well, I know where I'd like to, but I think a lot of people would like it beforehand. Like I've got 16 issues before he gets to Hamilton, or I think in the 16th issue it ends with him just outside of Hamilton. So
So you're gonna do like 60 books for a trade.
yeah, I'd like to. I might do. I could possibly cut it off, do a six. Six, six. That's 12, and then do. I guess I could do a 6 and 18, or then do a 16. Do everything in a really big book at 16. Like, or maybe depending, 6 would be good in some ways, because that's just after he faces a demon and he ends up getting his well, technically introduced to probably almost all his supporting cast at that point will be introduced.
I pitch a story idea to you. What if the events of like John Dillard's Buckler happened differently and he got demonic powers? How scary would it be then?
Who, the Buckler or Canadian
Yeah,
Shield?
the Buckler. Yeah, the Buckler. The idea is that the Buckler
Yeah.
has demonic powers and takes over Winnipeg, and somehow
Well,
a series of events, Canadian Shield falls out of favor with God and loses the suit, an even less powerful suit. So the roles are reversed. So, like, Canadian Shield has a power of three men, while the Buckler has super strength, superpowers.
yeah. Joshua says you considered skipping the filler. Well, at this point, I'm not sure what would be filler and what wouldn't. I haven't got all 16 of those issues out, and I'm not sure what. I know issue 4, some stuff happens, and issue 5 and 6, I think important stuff happens. 2, maybe 7 and 8 don't, but
But let's just kind of set an interesting story thing that if you don't use it, I will for Zed and Odysseus.
but
Canadian Shield leases an apartment with this crucial plot development.
yeah, but One part that's problematic with that is Don Dillard's Buckler is in a different universe. So ours is two separate universes. Although I'm sure John would lend them for me for that or something like that. And B, I am actually got a plot. It's further into the future. And it's like 5 years down the road, 5 or 6 years down the road, where the guy that was originally supposed to get the suit in the future actually comes and snags it back off the Canadian Shield, and he actually has to go to the future and get it back. So in a sense, I do have that idea of the Shield losing his suit and having to face somebody with it already sort of planned. I don't got all the details, but Flint says you don't understand. In issue 16, the Canadian Shield leases an apartment. It's a crucial plot development. Flintstone says the Canadian Shield falls out of favor with God. The exact point at which Rick stopped listening to Tim.
Well, I mean, it'd be an interesting thing. Like, how would he redeem himself, and how would he gain back the suit?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure whether the fall out of favor with God thing I'm gonna do, but technically one could say they would. Like my character, the Wiz, is gonna.
That would be a very dramatic story arc for the Canadian Shield if you had something like that.
Yeah. Well, my character, the Wiz, is going to end up getting too full of himself, and he's going to get ostracized by the Christian hero community, so that he sort of has a Solomon story. So,
I want you to go back to what you just said. You said your character, the Wiz, got full of
himself?
Yeah. His name is the Wiz, and he's full of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wiz, not as in taking a leak. Wiz as in a brainiac.
Well, if he was from Wisconsin, wouldn't he be a cheese whiz?
I guess so. His name used to be, a long time ago, C Wiz, because computer whiz. That's what the C standed for.
Wow.
But I shortened it to just the Wiz. And actually went from super student to C Wiz to just the Wiz.
Sure, you want to go with the Wiz?
Well, it's spelled WHIZ. So that I believe is how you spell whiz, as in somebody who's smart.
You could call him the genius. I don't know. That doesn't.
Joshua is saying God would smite Canadian Shield immediately. Flip says, or no, Tim says to Flip. Well, it might have been an interesting story. Joshua says, how could anyone in the crossroads possibly be an atheist when God and angels and demons are everywhere?
That's a good point.
Well, I don't know. How is Batman, like, not believing in God or whatever when he's fought demons and angels and...
What it says here, we all know C stood for cheese, but just retconned it to avoid giving Tim the... That's funny. Fun right there.
Yes, the cheese whiz. He's all about the cheese. He's cheesy all the time.
Unless he's lactose intolerant. He can't have dairy. That'd be ironic. Oh, Flet has the number one clout crown. He's number one in the chat.
Batman isn't an atheist. Even Santa Claus is real in the DC. Yeah, but there is there was a couple years ago, maybe more than a couple, a thing about this that that Batman said he did.
What's up with that hand placement?
What hand placement?
I'm making a joke. Sorry.
Okay, but a couple years ago, or maybe a few years ago, whatever, there was something about Batman saying in a comic that he was supposed to be an atheist or something like that, didn't believe in God, or I forget exactly how it was worded. And everybody said, like he's met angels, fought demons, and all this sort of stuff, or doesn't believe in the supernatural or something. I forget exactly how it was worded. Yet he's, fought demons, fought angels.
He's also fought alongside Amazonians.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also fought alongside somebody from another planet.
Yeah, but he's not denying the existence of aliens. He's not denying the existence of the Amazons.
Well, I'm saying he's seen all this amazing stuff, and yet he's skeptical of everything.
Yeah. I could sort of be skeptical of some things, but
I thought originally he was supposed to be like Catholic or something.
Yeah, Alpha says, yeah, I remember that.
Doesn't make any sense. Oh, I see. Even though he's probably seen the same stuff Batman has, yet he's an atheist.
Yeah, Mr. Terrific too. Well, and not everybody in my universe is going to be seeing the aliens and demons and all that. And there's not a lot of angels and demons that I show in my comic verse anyways. Although, when Canadian Shield actually fights a demon in issue 5, he's the only one seeing the demon. He describes what he sees to the people around him. And maybe not in a lot of detail, but
even funnier if he said that while fighting a gigantic demon. Actually, I'm an atheist. And then the dude was like, you know what? If you want to take this seriously, let me know. I'll be back.
Flit says to play Satan's Onion, people would have proof of God's existence and still reject him out of selfishness. I mean, Satan communicated with God directly, and he still chose to be an adversary. That is true, Flit. Very true.
Okay.
Yeah, well, everything may be real in the DC universe, Joshua, doesn't mean everybody in the DC believes in everything that's in the DC universe. Alpha says Guts in Berserk is an atheist too, but he is constantly fighting demons.
That's just a funny notion. Like, I don't believe in the existence of angels and demons. Now, excuse me, like, I'll fight the demons.
Yeah. Bruce Wayne was doing jury duty. Okay. So I guess not Flit, sorry. Alpha Proto looked it up.
Then again, Bruce Wayne is also crazy because his parents were killed in flames.
That's when they asked him.
And then Wonder Woman came out of nowhere and kicked him straight in the crotch. Said, "Are you kidding me?" And walked away.
Yeah, and there's another thing, like he's met the Roman or Greek gods, Yet he's an atheist. He doesn't believe in gods, these gods. Or maybe he doesn't believe they're gods. I don't know.
Maybe he wants to deny knowing them because he doesn't want to catch a case. Because, they're Roman gods. Therefore, they're Greek gods, too.
Alpha says stuff like that is why I stopped buying DC and Marvel comics.
Because it makes no sense. Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't jump. Like I could handle a character being quote unquote an atheist or whatever in the comics if, they didn't show them fighting gods and demons and angels and all that, hanging with them or meeting them, Batman knows all this stuff exists, and yet, or Bruce Wayne knows all this stuff exists. And no.
So which one's the real identity? Is it Bruce Wayne or is it Batman?
Whatever you want to say, Bruce Wayne or Batman. I know technically one could be considered an alter ego, but
that was the question that's been asked. That I don't know if it's supposed to have an answer to it, but the question is, which one is the real identity, Batman or Bruce Wayne?
Sorry for using textbook definition of atheism as someone who doesn't believe God or gods exist. Seems.
Joshua, we're talking about the character, not you. So if the character has battled demons and whatnot, and they say they don't believe in that stuff, it kind of contradicts something.
Yeah, because at that point, okay, they know angels exist, they know demons exist, they know the Roman gods or these various gods of mythology exist in, DC universe. Yet, and these other demons, these demons or angels acknowledge that the Almighty God exists, or the presence, I think, as DC calls it, which would be the God.
That's actually pretty interesting. The presence. If I may for a second, addressing Alpha Pro's thing about seems more like writer giving the character their beliefs. Like, it doesn't make any sense if they say they're atheists, but yet they fought demons and such.
Yeah, well, they could. I guess you could say the demons. If the demons aren't acknowledging the God and they're just called demons, I guess you could flake a demon off just as another life form, for perspective's sake. But when you've met angels and they would acknowledge, the God or God.
Is there a Batman issue where he met angels?
Well, there was an angel in the Justice League for a while. Zariel.
Oh, that's right.
and I'm sure he's met other angels too. And of course, he's met the new gods, and then he's met, the gods of, like I said, various other religions, or like the Greek gods, Roman gods.
Yes, yes. Seeing if there's any more. Zerial.
Flit says, but are they gods or simply beings with power? So one just normal humans would see them as gods. So I guess we have to define God as hipster hair flip. Define God and hipster hair flip.
Hipster hair flip. You said on the guy. That's funny.
Yeah, so okay, some of them, well, the Wonder Woman actually calls her ones gods. So he's met gods, like, so to say that you don't believe, the most that I think Bruce could claim, or Batman claim, is to be an agnostic. He knows there's all these spiritual entities out there, but which one is which one is the God, or if any of them are the God?
Here's something to explain. So in a way, Batman's atheism is less about disbelief and more about disillusionment. He's seen the divine, but he doesn't trust it. He'd rather rely on his fists and his mind and his mission.
Yeah, well, just because he'd rather trust in doesn't mean he would know that it exists. Lots of people know God exists and just choose not to follow him. Wonder Woman was literally brought to life by Zeus. Yeah. Well, that would depend on which continuity you're going with, but I get what you mean. I think in the continuity that we're talking about, especially. So, yeah, the fact that Batman doesn't believe, like I said, I think Batman would be, at the most, be agnostic. Would he be a believer in Christ the way that, say I am? I could see not, because, of various reasons. Sort of like what Flip pointed out, or other people. I think maybe Jim said something about it. So there we go. We got, sometime tomorrow I need to put Canadian Shield in this fourth panel. And then we can color him up tomorrow night in it, and then hopefully get some more lighting and shading done in all these other panels tomorrow. And like I said, we're going to have, we should actually have the thing on Thursday, the silhouette game. It will be 80s wrestlers. So that should be interesting. I still got to make up. I've gotten them all, and then we should be doing Ghosts soon. How many episodes do we have left? Season 1. Let's see. Silhouette game. Oh, 49, 50, 51, and 52. We got 4 more episodes left. Yeah, Ghosts, like Casper. Cartoon and comic book Ghosts. And just because, wow. I was gonna say just because they have ghost in their name doesn't mean they are a ghost, so I won't necessarily consider them a ghost. But there's a couple others that I think I've already might have included that have ghosts in their name that aren't really ghosts. Yeah, you do. Well, you've got four.
You get a haircut?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
The word new dude.
No, I haven't got a haircut.
I see.
I'm thinking to grow it long again.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
You're
sure.
tired of having it short, huh?
Yes and no. I like to. I don't. Can't. I don't have the list. I usually get it cut for free at a church, but it's usually on a Thursday. Sometimes I have to work that day. Sometimes I.
I'm trying to see how long I can grow mine. I've never grown it out, so I have skipped getting any haircuts.
Because I know I wasn't considering Ghost Rider an actual ghost because
He's
Dude.
more of a revenant.
yeah, sure, he's got ghosts in his name, but as far as I'm concerned, he's not really a ghost. He's a human transformed into something.
Wait, he's more of a man that's possessed, isn't he?
Something like that. I'm not even sure whether possessed. He gets transformed. He's still. I'm not in. But well, let's just put it this way: he's not a ghost. I don't know what exactly I'd call Ghost Rider, but a ghost is not what I would call him. You know. Heck, even Etrigan is a demon, technically, There's something I could do, too. Demons and comic books and cartoons. But maybe that might be for next season. Try and get some unique stuff for next season. Flit says Rick is going to grow a samurai top knot to go with his Camino, whatever.
A Camino.
Alpha says his name is just a play on the phrase Ghost Rider. Yeah. Well, that's what his name is a play on, but. And he's actually not a Ghost Rider, but that's what his name is supposed to be. But, when you look at the character, I wouldn't say he resembles anything concerning a ghost. Closer to a demon, although sometimes demons can be considered spirits, which would be considered ghosts. In a sense, so. But. I wouldn't consider Ghost Rider. I wouldn't even really consider him a demon. He's been changed, I think, by Satan or some demon, because of a pact that.
Kind of like, well, he's not really on either. So he's kind of like a third party to the conflict. Like, because you got like heaven, you got hell, but then you got these people that are like in the middle. And Ghost Rider kind of does good, but he also sends bad people to a bad place. He's kind of playing both sides.
Yeah, and that's because of the deal that he's made or whatever. Or he's trying to alter the deal or something to that effect. I forget exactly all the minute.
Right. Go ahead.
Alpha says he's actually possessed by a mad angel that was obsessed with justice. Okay.
So when Make him possessed by a spirit of a fallen angel.
Joshua says he's the spirit of vengeance.
Yeah, that's type of justice. That's yeah.
So I guess he's possessed by the spirit of vengeance, which is taken over him in a sense. So I guess you could say it's demon possession.
I suppose so. Um, as you know, the book does say the vengeance is the Lord's. So,
Yeah.
so I guess I don't know. I think he's neither good nor evil. What do you think about it?
Well, he's definitely not. He's definitely not like the Spectra. Well, he is in a sense. Actually, that's who they should have combined him with. I think in the Amalgam universe. I'm not sure who they combined Ghost Rider with. I don't think it was the Spectra. Alpha says 2004 Retron. It was the run I read after I watched the movies. Okay, so that was. You know what? We're talking about Ghost Rider
Yep.
and what he is. Maybe, just maybe, we should look it up.
There's a few different versions of Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I know.
How do you feel about Werewolf by Night?
I don't know much about it. I know.
I know I had I had an issue of Marvel Comics Presents that had a Werewolf by Night story in it.
Yeah, it says the first supernatural Ghost Rider is stunt motorcyclist Johnny Blaze, who agrees to give his soul to Satan, later revealed to be the archdemon Mephisto, to save the life of his foster father. At night, when around evil, Blaze finds his flesh consumed by hellfire, causing his head to become a flaming skull. He rides a fiery motorcycle, welds blasts of hellfire from his body, usually from his hands. He eventually learns he has been bonded with the demon Zarthassos. Blaze is featured in the series Ghost Rider from 72 to 83.
He doesn't really come off as a hero or a villain. He kind of I'd say he's definitely in the realm of anti-hero.
Yeah. The subsequent Ghost Rider series from 90 to 98 features Danny Ketch as a new Ghost Rider after his sister was injured by gangsters. Ketch comes in contact with a motorcycle that contains the essence of a spirit of vengeance. Blaze reappears in the 90s series as a supporting character, and this lady revealed that Danny and his sister were Johnny Blaze's long-lost siblings. Blaze succeeds Ketch, becoming Ghost Rider again in 2014. Robbie Reyes becomes Ghost Rider as part of the Marvel Now initiative.
What about Ghost Rider 2099? That was a cool looking Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that was good, but that had nothing to do with thing that was a guy in a machine or something to that effect. I read it. I actually have it, the whole series.
You have to admit the design was cool though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Didn't he have like a chainsaw hand or something?
I think so, or he could make it into a chainsaw.
Still pretty cool though.
Yeah. So the guy was named Ghost Rider, but he had nothing to do for 2099 one. He had nothing to do with anything to do with the originals. You know, Johnny Blaze or any of the ones I just mentioned, except for taking the name. No,
Well, that's stupid.
like here, I should be able to. Let me get that up. Just so I get it right. Uh, Ghost Rider 2099 is the book that was the series set in the year 2000 in a dystopian possible future of Marvel Universe. And features Kenshiro Zero Cochran, a hacker who was killed but resurrected as the Ghost Rider, his mind controlling a powerful, well armored robot. As with most of the Marvel 2099 titles, the protagonist is a futuristic version of their commercial success of Marvel Universe character. The series was heavily influenced by cyberpunk science fiction. So that tells you a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's a hacker who died and somehow his spirit or whatever went into a robot.
Okay, I guess that's the supernatural angle right there.
Yeah. Or more his mind went into controlling a powerful, well armored robot.
Did they relaunch it or something?
Not recently, as far as I know.
Well, they have a number one right here, and the cover looks nothing like the original cover.
You got a picture or whatever that you can show?
I don't know how to share on here.
If you go down to the bottom, a little menu pops up and there's a TV with an arrow on it. You click that to share your screen.
Yeah, it doesn't let me do that.
Oh, let's see. Probably because you're in here as Mark. Give me a sec. Because I'm not sure whether this is the same as your old account that you used to have on here.
It should be. I'll send it to you. That's right. I still call it Twitter because I'm old. Go with it.
Let's see. We'll give you a B list. There, you might be able to share now. You might be able to share now.
Oh, okay. Dang it. X has gotten stupid. You can't even copy and paste anymore. Oh, there you go.
Flip goes, nerds. And then you're like jealous, I know.
There you go. See?
Hey, give me a second, I gotta get back to Discord. Yeah, that definitely
When did they come out with that?
let's see whether it says anything on what I'm reading. Zero Cochrane helps Wolverine of the modern age explore and travel through a new and different world of 2099 in order to gain the knowledge of both time periods to keep them from merging into each other. Oh, this says material collected. Ghost Rider 2099 Volume 2, number 1. Okay, as far as I knew, there was only one, so. So there was, it seems like there was a second one.
Huh.
Although this is not saying anything about a second series. Okay, I guess there is two different ones. There's Earth 2009 and then there's Earth 928. Or goes Rider 2098.
Huh. Interesting.
Then there's Marvel's 8 version.
8 verse? I don't understand that.
Marvel's Apes, APES. This is a thing where on Earth where all the Marvel heroes are apes.
Oh, well, that sounds stupid. Well, I should probably head off the bed.
Yeah, that one that you were looking at is from Volume 2.
Volume 2. When did that come out?
2020.
Okay, so that's not that.
I think it was only a one shot.
Oh, really? Lame. Well, anyway, I'll catch you later, man.
Okay, yeah, I should be ending here too myself. That's what I was sort of planning out a few moments ago.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for coming on, Tim.
No problem. Peace out.
Okay, later. God bless. And I guess I'll say thanks to everybody for in the chat coming by, chatting and all that. Thanks to Tim coming on, chatting. Didn't get quite as much accomplished as I wanted, but maybe a little bit more because we just got to, except for putting Canadian Shield in that one panel, we need to just shade and light all these other panels and we should be done. I'm not sure, I might put some sort of stuff in the background of the last panel just so that it makes so we have a little bit more sense to it. I don't know. There should be a house nearby or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, bye for now. See you tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Eastern. So hopefully maybe Alpha can join us. That will be 5 p.m. for you, Alpha. So yeah, bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Have a great and wonderful day, night, whatever it might be for you. Love you all. God bless.